So Mark, why don't you start and tell us a little bit about NICE?
Thanks, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm super excited to be here. So, we're all happy to participate. My name is Mark Owen Burson. I've been in technology marketing for over 15 years. I joined the NICE group last summer in 2019, really because I have a passion for smart home and IoT. And I think NICE has just a broad portfolio of really great products and a lot of possibilities. In North America, I'm responsible for 3 unique brands, as well as the convergence strategy to build awareness, interest, and engagement for NICE, Abode, and High Security. But globally, NICE Group also includes Alero and FIBARO brands in the portfolio. And just a quick background, NICE is a preeminent player in the smart home and building automation space, focused on simplifying everyday movements. And we do that by looking at day-to-day gestures and interactions, and then building products and services that seamlessly provide integration to improve the quality of life. So from a DIY smart security brand like Abode to professionally installed smart home systems such as FIBARO, we provide solutions that meet the vast needs of our customers. And we're continually looking for ways to connect our brands to ensure a seamless experience exists from the perimeter to inside the premises through simple integration, a wide portfolio, advanced electronics, all combined with the finest design aesthetics to deliver a full and complete system.
When customers are considering smart products for their home, what are the factors that are guiding consumers' choice between professional versus DIY type solutions? What factors are going into what decisions they're making, and how is the DIY customer different from the professional pro channel type customer?
That's a great question. And really, I think the factors can be separated into 4 categories. You have functionality, connectivity, compatibility, and complexity. So obviously the starting point is looking at what the device is supposed to do or what you want the device to do. Something like a door sensor that detects whether the door is open or closed probably isn't going to require professional installation. But if you have a sensor that's designed to detect presence and then trigger an automation command to raise your blinds, turn on your lights, change the temperature, you're going to have more sensors and more components involved in devices that need to connect to each other, which is going to require more involvement than installing the product and then setting up through the app. And that leads into connectivity. How is the device going to connect to the gateway or other devices in order to perform these desired tasks? What are the protocols that are used for the devices to communicate and function within the system, which is then very closely related to compatibility. And the nuance being that with compatibility, consumers are thinking about things like, how do the devices connect to each other or the system out of the box? Do they require any sort of specialized setup to get them talking to each other or working together? And I really like to think of this as a continuum, more or less, which really makes complexity the primary driver. So systems like Abode are designed to be simple, easy to use, install, and connect, and highly compatible with third-party devices to meet the broad needs of the market. Whereas FIBARO is a professionally installed higher-end control system that's typically hardwired into the home, but also maintains some of the wireless connectivity to other devices in the gateway and the full system. So surely a savvy consumer could certainly install a FIBARO system, but there's a big difference between pairing a device by pushing a button and then getting into the wiring of your house.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Mark, this has been a big year of change, and this market itself is in the midst of a lot of change, right? And new product offerings, new business models. Kind of looking out to the future, going forward, do you expect to see more experimentation in business models, new lease loan type product models? What do you see kind of coming ahead in this kind of market on uncertainty right now? What do you see shaking out here?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting time indeed. Extraordinary year for sure. But in terms of the business and how the evolution will occur, I think that we'll definitely start to see a convergence between traditional security and smart home to become generally what we refer to as smart security. And to me, that's really where the NICE Group and our associated brands thrive through our offering of a broad portfolio of smart home and building automation solutions. But if we're going to take a look at the model, let's dive deeper into a brand like Abode, which highlights the true evolution here. Fundamentally, Abode is a security brand with smart home capabilities integrated into the system. And if you look at the smart home devices that are out there, things like door sensors or other devices that already exist that will tell you about status changes like an opening and closing or motion that's detected by a camera. That's all part of the more passive self-monitoring experience. But then adding in the varying levels of access to history or managed and professional monitoring solutions, that's really what brings the old and the new together. And then you combine or add in things like the ability to develop custom integrations and then execute those commands through the system. And now you have a full and complete smart security solution. Generally speaking, however, businesses are definitely going to have to move more towards services. I think hardware sales will always exist, but they're going to become one of two things: either more commoditized or more specialized and integrated into a way that blends them more seamlessly into the home. And that's something that definitely both FIBARO and NICE do very well. But to summarize, there's definitely going to be a shift into full services and solutions and less of an emphasis on hardware.